How to measure your reach, the PR workflow, step 4. Measurement is more than numbers. A clipping report isn't good enough to prove the value of your PR. You need a detailed measurement plan to understand how each piece of content affects your company and your target audiences. Let's go over how to do that in detail over the next few minutes. Develop a framework. Invest time to create a detailed framework because it serves as a central structure for your PR strategy. It sets the parameters to explore what's working and what's not. Use or modify a measurement framework based on the AMEC model. Start with identifying your objectives, inputs, and activities. Then look at your outputs, outcomes, and impact. Develop a framework. Create and use a well-structured measurement program. Develop a framework incorporating all components of your strategy. Focus on more than numbers. Know the reasons and the numbers. Let's explore some of the more critical components of your measurement framework. Communication goals and objectives should be created for each piece of content. Consider what measurement categories evaluate the content success. Do you want to track metrics for exposure, engagement, influence, impact, and/or advocacy? As you pick your metrics, don't forget the value of big data. Your CRM database, sales and industry data can help you identify trends and patterns. Brännlånsidor is a company that focuses on exposure, engagement and advocacy. Its goal is to put out content ready for the editorial use or that can inspire editorial coverage. Its objective is to determine what kinds of posts and releases attract the most attention, as well as what social media efforts garner more followers. Know the reasons and the numbers. Identify your broad communication goals. Pick metrics that measure those goals. Incorporate big data to amplify your analysis. Set benchmarks. To establish benchmarks for each metric, look at the performance of previous campaigns. Investigate your competitors' PR results. Consider the results of your top-performing story. With your benchmark set, secure and analyze your data using the measurement tools that works best for you. Brännlånsidor used a Kickstarter campaign to finance planting 1,000 apple trees and chose email opening rates and Facebook traffic as metrics. Not only did it receive money, it saw the story achieve an email open rate of 48% and gain significant views on Facebook. Set benchmarks. Set benchmarks based on research from your previous campaigns, your competitors, and the industry. Select measurement tools to secure and analyze your data that are most helpful to you and your program. Dig into the data. Don't just create a dashboard with categories and figures. Interrogate the captured data. Evaluate each piece of content. Review trends over time. Reflect on outcomes and impact. Use what you've learned to build on successes and to tackle newly discovered obstacles. Brännlånsidor recently started linking retail sales with social media activity to find correlations. Though it's difficult to follow the customer, the company hopes to see patterns emerge in 1 to 2 years. Dig into the data. Don't end your evaluations with the numbers. Use the data to learn how what you've done can help improve what you're going to do. Don't wrap it up. You should never stop measuring. Just make sure your process is set up for long-term success. Establish a framework. Follow a regular schedule for monitoring and analysis. Analyze the data to identify opportunities for growth and improvements. Populate report templates and distribute to share the data with key stakeholders. By following this process, you set the company up for a PR program that's always forward-thinking and improving to deliver better results aligned with operational goals.